Part of this two-film set from Vinegar Syndrome, the second movie is Satan's Black Wedding, which came out in 1976. I love this one. It's got a fantastic opening where we have this figure in black who is doing this crazy kind of chanting in this woman's bedroom, standing in the corner, just looming over her as she writhes about, ultimately slitting her wrists, killing herself, as he takes great pleasure in this moment of torment. Then we meet Mark, this girl's brother, as he comes home for her funeral, wondering what happened to her, starting to get a little bit curious about why she killed herself, what was going on in her life. And he meets Father Dakin, who just happens to be the man that was chanting in her room. He runs a local, what seems like an abandoned parish, and is overly friendly, offering his help to Mark. And then we get the reveal, which is early on, that his sister is now a vampire. Father Dakin is a vampire who's been around for 200 years, creating these wives of Satan. All they have to do as part of their matrimonial vows is to kill every living member of their family, which puts Mark in the sights for vengeance.
Now you must complete the covenant. Every member of your family must die.
And from then on, we have some wonderful setup as an almost investigation is taking place of Mark looking into his sister's past, trying to figure out where her mindset was, what was going on, wondering about Father Dakin, why this strange man seems to keep appearing, and the strange shenanigans that's going on from there. And I felt that this really oozed atmosphere. It had a wonderful sense, and although it was a little bit ropey with some of the acting, definitely amateurish at points, and the effects aren't great, there was that wonderful sense of atmosphere. And this really brought the movie to the forefront for me because I liked some of the characters. I was invested in the storyline. I liked the setup and how it created these moments of tension and suspense that felt really interesting. And even when you get to the finale, I felt like they went for it. They attempted something that was bigger than their kind of budget, and I'd say mostly pays off.
Then you don't believe my sister committed suicide?
No, I don't.
It can get a little bit bogged down in its own story in the middle of the movie, which is the one detraction I have for this. Gets a little bit lost in itself and loses that tension that has been building up. And it just needed a little bit of a surer hand here in the middle part of it to bolster things up a little bit. But at the end of it, it comes back strong and creates a really fun finale that sticks in my mind. This is something that I would go back and watch again. 62 minutes, easy watch, fun characters, some interesting performances, if you know what I mean. Not great, but interesting. Some nice icy blood and guts, but it's all about the atmosphere, and it's all about creating that tension, and all about building up that strange, icky feeling of what is really going on here. Is there more to play? Is it as plain as what we think it is? And the history of his sister is really kind of interesting.
Jean, you know something about Nina's death.
I honestly don't.
I've read the manuscript. It's the most insane and frightening thing I've ever read.
Yes, I did work on it with her.
Definitely my favourite of these two films by far. Satan's Black Wedding was worth checking out. I will keep this disc because I will go back to that movie absolutely one more time, at the very least, probably more, because it's such a quick and easy watch. I'd love to know what you think of Satan's Black Wedding. So let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, fall somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are linked to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.